Welcome to my channel. Do you want to speak good English? Do you think your English is too simple? Do you feel shy when you speak? Do you think people will not listen to you if your words are small? Let me tell you something. That is not true. Simple English is not bad. Simple English is not weak. Simple English is smart. Simple English is strong. And simple English works. In this video, I will show you how. I will show you how you can sound smart with easy words. You do not need big grammar. You do not need long words. You do not need to be perfect. You need to speak clearly. You need to speak with heart. You need to speak with confidence. When you do that, people will listen to you. They will understand you. And they will respect you. In this video, I will give you stories. I will give you tips. I will give you real ways to speak better. Step by step. Slow and easy. You will learn why simple English is the best way to speak. You will learn how simple English can open doors. So please stay with me. Watch until the end. I will show you something important. Something that can change the way you speak forever. Let us begin. Chapter 1. Why Simple English Works. Her name is Amina. She comes from a small town in Morocco. She is 24 years old. She wants to learn English. She wants to get a job in another country. She wants to help her family. She wants to speak to people from other places. She wants to grow. But her English is not strong. She does not know many words. She does not speak fast. Her sentences are short. But her words are clear. Very clear. On the first day of her English class, the teacher says, "Let's introduce ourselves. Say your name. Say where you are from. Say why you want to learn English." A student from Germany speaks first. He talks fast. He uses big words. He says, "My objective is to achieve fluency for international collaboration in a professional context." Some students do not understand him. They smile, but they are confused. The teacher nods, but she does not say much. Then Amina speaks. She stands up slowly. She says, "My name is Amina. I am from Morocco. I want to learn English because I want to talk to people. I want to understand the world. I want to help my family." That's all she says. The room is quiet for a second. Then the teacher smiles. She says, "Thank you, Amina. That was beautiful." The students look at each other. One of them says, "I like that. I understood everything." Another one says, "Me too. It was simple, but it was strong." Amina smiles. Later in the class, the teacher writes on the board, "Simple words connect more people." She looks at the class. She says, "Do you think simple English is weak?" No, it is not weak. It is strong. It is smart. It is kind. Then she tells a story. There is a man. His name is Malala's father. He lives in Pakistan. He speaks English at many meetings. He always uses short words. Easy words. But his message is strong. One day someone asks him, "Why do you speak so simply?" He says, "Because I want people to understand me. I do not want to speak to show I know more. I want to speak to help others know more." The students write that sentence in their notebooks. I do not want to speak to show I know more. I want to speak to help others know more. The teacher continues, "Simple English is not boring. It is not baby English. It is smart English. When your words are simple, your message is clear. When your message is clear, people listen. That is when the class understands something important. You do not need big words to sound good. You need the right words. And the right words are often simple. The teacher then gives an example. She says, "Imagine two people want to say the same thing. The first person says, 'I would be immensely grateful if you could furnish me with a glass of water.' The second person says, 'Can I have a glass of water, please?' She asks, 'Which one is better?' Everyone laughs. They all say, 'The second one.' The teacher smiles. Yes, it is simple, it is clear, and it works. Now the students feel something new. They feel relaxed. They do not need to sound like a professor. They can speak with the words they know. They can speak now. Amina becomes an example for the whole class. She always speaks clearly. She always uses simple words. When she talks, people listen. They understand her. They feel her words. One day, a guest comes to the class. She is a writer from England. She says, I travel a lot. I meet many people. The best speakers are not the ones who use big words. The best speakers are the ones who speak clearly, the ones who care. She reads a short speech. The speech is by a famous leader. The leader says, we will not give up. We will not stop. We will stand together. The writer says, these are simple words, but they make people feel strong. The class is quiet. They feel something. A spike moment. They realize that short words can carry big messages. They understand now. Simple is not small. Simple is deep. Simple is not weak. Simple is strong. Simple English is smart English. At the end of the class, the teacher says one more thing. People forget long speeches, but they remember simple sentences. So speak simply. Speak clearly, and people will remember you. Amina writes one line in her notebook. I will speak simple English. I will speak strong English. And maybe you can write that too. Chapter 2. How to Think in Simple English. It is Monday morning. The weather is cold, but the classroom feels warm. The students sit in a circle. They smile. They are ready to learn. Amina is there. She always sits near the window. She has her notebook open. She is ready to write something new. The teacher walks in. She says, Good morning, everyone. Everyone says, Good morning. Then the teacher looks at the class and says, Today, we will learn something very important. Today, we learn how to think in English. The students look surprised. One student, Luca, says, Think in English? Not speak. The teacher smiles. Yes, not speak. Think. Because before we speak, we think. And if we think in English, we can speak better. We can speak faster. We can speak clearly. The class is quiet now. Everyone is listening. The teacher writes 3 words on the board. Think. Speak. Understand. She says, many students think in their first language. Then they translate the words into English. Then they speak. But this takes time. It is slow. And sometimes, the sentences are wrong. They do not sound natural. Amina nods. She says, Yes, I do this. I think in Arabic. Then I try to say it in English. Sometimes I get lost. The teacher says, Yes, Amina. This is very common. But we can change that. You can train your brain to think in English. Just like you trained your hands to write. Just like you trained your feet to walk. Then she gives a fun exercise. She says, Now we play a game. It is called Speak with 5 words. That's all. No more than 5 words. Say something true. Say something simple. But only use 5 words. She looks at the students. She says, I will go first. Listen, I like tea with sugar. 5 words. The class laughs. It is fun. They want to try? Lucas says, I play football every Saturday. Amina says, my mother makes good food. Sophia says, my dog sleeps all day. The teacher smiles. Very good. Now try 7 words. Amina says, I want to learn English fast. Lucas says, she goes to work every morning. Sophia says, he listens to music every night. Then the teacher says, now 10 words. The students think for a moment. Amina says, I speak English with my friend from the cafe. Lucas says, "We study English because it helps us in life." Sophia says, "My brother wants to be a doctor in Canada." The teacher claps. "This is very good. Do you see what is happening? You are not translating. You are thinking. You are building English sentences with your mind. This is the first step to thinking in English." The class feels excited. They are doing something new. They are using their brain in a new way. The teacher says, "Now, I want you to write 5 short sentences. Think in English. Do not translate. Use simple words, but make them true." Amina writes, "I live in Morocco. I like English. I study every day. My teacher helps me. I feel happy." The teacher reads her sentences. She says, "Look at this. These are simple, but they are strong. They are clear, and they are true. This is good English. This is smart English." Then the teacher opens a newspaper. She reads a sentence. "The storm hit the town last night." She says, "This is from a news article. Look, simple English." Then she plays a short video. A woman is speaking about business. The woman says, "We want to make things better. We listen to people. We find new ideas." The teacher pauses the video. She says, "Look, this is business English. It is simple. It is clear. You do not need big words to sound smart. You need true words. Clear words." Now comes the spike moment. The teacher looks at Amina. She says, "Amina, do you want to say something to the class? Just a short talk. 10 sentences. No big words. Just simple English." Amina is nervous. She looks down. Then she takes a deep breath. She stands up. She says, "Hello. My name is Amina. I come from a small town. I learn English to grow. I speak English at my job. I talk to people every day. I make tea and coffee. I help people find their way. I feel proud when I speak. I want to speak better. I will not stop learning." The class is quiet. Then they all clap. Lucas says, "That was perfect." Sophia says, "I understood everything." The teacher smiles. That is the power of simple English. Amina sits down. She feels happy. She feels strong. She spoke English with her heart, not with big words, but with real ones. The teacher ends the lesson with one line. When you think in simple English, you speak with power. And now, maybe you feel it too. You can do this. You do not need perfect grammar. You do not need fancy words. You need simple English. You need real English. Write this in your notebook. I think in English. I speak clearly. I grow every day. You are ready. Chapter 3. The Power of Easy Words. The classroom is full of energy today. The sun is shining through the windows, and students are smiling. Something fun is about to happen. The teacher walks in with a box of word cards. She places them on the table and says, "Today, we play a game. It's called Say It Easier. I will give you a hard word. You give me a simple word that means the same." The students look excited. They like word games. The teacher picks the first card. Communicate. She looks around the room. Who can say this in a simpler way? Luca raises his hand. Talk. The teacher smiles. Yes. Talk is a great word. Simple. Clear. Easy to understand. She picks another card. Discover. Amina says, find. Perfect, the teacher says. Next card. Purchase. Sophia says, buy. Exactly. These easy words are powerful. When you use them, more people understand you. The class laughs and shouts answers as the game continues. Assist. Help. Construct. Build. Require. Need. Demonstrate. Show. The game goes on. The students are fast. They are learning and having fun. Then the teacher says something important. Using simple words does not make you sound weak. It makes you sound smart. It makes your message stronger. If people do not understand you, your message is lost. So speak clearly. Speak simply. Use the words that work. The students nod. They understand. The teacher walks to the board and writes. Smart people use simple words. She continues, simple words are not just for beginners. Journalists use them. Teachers use them. Business leaders use them. Even presidents and famous speakers use them. She opens a book from her desk and reads a sentence. We must work together. We must move forward. We must believe in each other. She says, this is a speech from a world leader. No big words. Only clear words. Strong words. Then she shows a newspaper. The headline reads, Big storm hits city. Power down. She asks, is this simple? The class says, yes. Is it clear? Yes. Do you understand it fast? Yes. Good, the teacher says. That's the power of easy words. They help everyone understand fast. Then comes the challenge. The teacher says, now, we will do something special. We will write a short story together. But there is one rule. We can only use the 1,000 most common words in English. No hard words. Only easy ones. The students look surprised. Can we really write a story with only 1,000 words? Sophia asks. Yes, the teacher says. You will see. You do not need big words to tell a big story. The students begin. Lucas starts. There was a boy. He lived in a small house near the trees. Amina adds. He wanted to see the world. So one day he left. Sophia continues. He walked through big hills. He saw birds, animals, and people. Lucas says. He helped a woman carry water. He played music for a child. Amina says. He learned new things. He did not go to school, but he asked questions. Sophia says. He met a man who made shoes. The man taught him how to make things. Luca adds. After 1 year, the boy came home. But now he was different. Amina finishes. He knew more. He was strong. He smiled more. He helped more. The room is quiet. Everyone is listening. The story is simple, but it touches the heart. The teacher says, you just told a beautiful story, with only the 1,000 most common words. Was it boring? No, says the class. Was it clear? Yes. Did it feel real? Yes. The teacher smiles. That's the spike moment. Right now you see it. You don't need big words to say something big. You just need the right words. Simple words. She turns to the class and says, if you learn the 1,000 most common words, you can understand 80 to 90% of everyday English. You can read stories, watch news, and talk to people. These words are your superpower. She gives each student a small booklet titled, The 1,000 Most Common Words in English. Amina opens hers. She sees words like go, come, live, help, make, look, want, ask, give, feel. She smiles. I know these, she says. Yes, the teacher says. And when you use them well, you can say anything. The students leave class that day with something special. Not just a list of words, but new confidence. They know now, simple words are not weak. They are clear. They are kind. They are strong. And you, the viewer, can do this too. You can learn the most common words. You can speak with power. You can write with heart. You can share your thoughts, your stories, your dreams, all with easy words. Remember, simple is not small. Simple is strong. Simple is smart. Chapter 4. Sound smart without long grammar. A new day, A new lesson. The classroom is quiet, but you can feel the energy. The students are sitting with their notebooks, pens ready. Some are excited. Some are nervous. One student, named May, raises her hand. She speaks softly. I want to sound smart, she says. But my grammar is bad. I make many mistakes. The room is silent. Others nod. They feel the same way. The teacher smiles. Thank you for your honesty, May. Many people feel the same. But let me tell you something powerful. Smart speaking is not about perfect grammar. It is about clear ideas. The students look surprised. The teacher writes it on the board in big letters. Smart equals clear, not perfect. She turns back to the class. Do you think babies use good grammar? She asks. No, someone laughs. But do we understand them? Yes. And do we love hearing them speak? Yes. The teacher smiles. So now let's learn how to speak smart, without worrying about grammar rules. She brings out a small hourglass and places it on the desk. We will play a game, she says. I call it 1-minute dreams. You have 1 minute to talk about your dream. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak from your heart. Speak clearly. Some students look shy. Some laugh. But one by one, they agree. The first student stands. His name is Diego. He begins. I want to be a chef. I love food. When I was small, my mother cooked with me. Now, I try new food, make new dishes. One day, I open my own place. Small. Family. Happy food. He smiles. Everyone claps. His grammar is not perfect, but his message is strong. Clear. Everyone understands. Next is Amina. My dream is help children. I want to be teacher. I like books. I like share stories. I think learning is fun. I want kids feel that too. She finishes. The class claps louder. Now it's Sophia's turn. She is shy. She almost doesn't stand up. But the teacher encourages her. No pressure. Just try. Sophia breathes in, then begins. My dream is be writer. I like stories. When I was child, I write in book. My English not good, but I still write. I want write stories that make people feel. Happy, sad, strong. I want words to touch hearts. She stops. The room is still. Then applause. Big applause. One student says, wow. Another says, that was beautiful. Sophia smiles. Her eyes are a little wet. The teacher nods. That, the teacher says, was smart English. Sophia looks confused. But my grammar was not good. The teacher walks over. Did we understand you? Yes. Did we feel your message? Yes. Did you speak with heart and meaning? Yes. Then you spoke smart English. Grammar is helpful, but meaning is more important. Clear ideas. Real feeling. That is true communication. She turns to the class. I am not saying grammar is bad. Grammar helps us be more exact. But grammar is not everything. It is not the goal. The goal is connection. The goal is to be heard and understood. She writes 3 words on the board. Connection over perfection. The class reads it aloud. Say it again, the teacher says. Connection over perfection, the class repeats. Now the students start to believe it. They realize smart English is not only for people with perfect grammar. It is for anyone who has something real to say. It is for people who speak with clarity and emotion. The teacher hands out a short reading. It's a paragraph from a famous speech. I have a dream. I want a better world. I want my children to be safe. I want people to love each other. No long words. No complex grammar. But powerful. Beautiful. The students are amazed. That speech changed the world, the teacher says. With simple words. With strong ideas. This is the spike moment. It's not just a grammar lesson. It's a lesson about courage. The students see that they do not have to wait until their English is perfect. They can speak now, share now, inspire now. That day, something changes inside them. They feel hope. They feel strong. May, the student who spoke at the beginning, says, "I want to speak again. I want to tell my story." And she does. To the viewer watching, maybe you feel like May. Maybe you think your grammar is not good enough. But it is. Right now, your voice matters. Your message matters. You can speak clearly. You can speak with meaning. And when you do, people will listen. Remember, you don't need big grammar to sound smart. You don't need perfect English to be powerful. You only need one thing, a true message. So go ahead. Speak. Chapter 5. Practice with simple sentences. The sun is shining through the classroom window. It's a new day, and the students are excited. They're learning that English does not have to be hard. Today, they will learn a powerful way to speak more clearly and to speak with confidence that the teacher walks in, smiling, holding a whiteboard marker. She turns to the class and says, "Today, I want to show you a new way to practice English. It's easy, it's fun, and it works." She writes 3 simple sentence frames on the board. I think is the students read them aloud. The teacher nods. These are called sentence frames. They are patterns. You can use them every day to build your English. And here's the secret. Native speakers use them too. The class looks interested. The teacher says, "Let's try." She points to a student. "Maria, what do you like?" Maria smiles and says, "I like pizza." "Good," the teacher says. "Now add more." Maria thinks for a second. "I like pizza because it is hot and tasty." The class claps. Next student. "Ollie, what do you want to do?" Ollie says, "I want to be a pilot." The teacher encourages him. "Add one more idea." Ollie adds, "I want to be a pilot because I love flying." Another student raises her hand. "Can I try the third one?" "Yes," the teacher says. The student says, "I think coffee is good." Everyone laughs. Then someone adds, "I think coffee is too strong." The class is having fun, but they are also learning something very smart. Simple sentence frames can help them speak clearly, share ideas, and grow their English without stress. The teacher now shows something new. She rolls in a TV and plays a short video clip from the news. A man on the screen says, "I think it is a good idea." The teacher pauses the video. "Did you hear that?" she asks. "Yes," the class says. "Was the sentence simple?" "Yes." "But was it clear?" "Yes." "That's the point," the teacher says. Smart people use simple sentence frames every day, on TV, at work, in interviews, in meetings. These frames are real English, powerful English. Then the teacher writes 2 more sentence frames on the board. I don't like, because my favorite is now the board shows 5 powerful sentence frames. These are tools. These are building blocks. She says, "Let's use these frames to talk about your life. Let's practice with topics you know, food, family, dreams, movies, and jobs." The students begin. "I like rice. My mom makes the best rice. I want to be a teacher. I love helping people. I think dogs are kind. I don't like traffic because it is slow. My favorite movie is Spider-Man." Each sentence is simple. Each one is real. The students are not just practicing English. They are sharing their lives. They are connecting. The teacher claps after every answer. "You are doing it," she says. "You are speaking smart English, with simple tools." Then she looks straight at the camera. "Now it's your turn." She speaks to the viewers. the people watching from home, from their phones, from around the world. Now I want to hear from you, she says. You can practice too. Right now. She writes the 5-sentence frames on the screen. I like, I want, I think is, I don't like, because my favorite is, she continues. Choose one, or two, or all 5. Use these frames to write a comment. Share something about yourself. Let this be your first step to using English in real life. This is the spike moment, the emotional peak. It's the moment when learners stop being just viewers and start being speakers. You don't have to wait until your English is perfect, the teacher says. You can speak now. You can share now. Start with a sentence. Then add more. You'll grow faster than you think. Then she smiles and says something simple and powerful. One good sentence can change your life. Now, dear viewer, it's your turn. Try it. I like, I want, I think is, I don't like, because my favorite is, type your answers in the comments. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. Let's keep it simple and smart. Chapter 6. Real Stories, Real English. It's early morning. The sun is just rising. A young woman named Lena wakes up in her small room. She stretches, takes a deep breath, and gets ready for her day. She opens her notebook and reads one sentence she wrote the night before. Simple words. Clear voice. Kind heart. This is how she has learned to speak English. And today, we follow her story. Lena is a learner, just like many others. She comes from a quiet town. Her school didn't teach her perfect grammar. Her vocabulary is not big. But something amazing has happened. She has learned to speak clearly and confidently in simple English. Today, we walk with her. Morning. Coffee and a conversation. Lena walks down the street to meet her friend, Sarah. They go to a local coffee shop. Sarah says, "How are you today?" Lena smiles. "I feel good. I slept well." Sarah nods. "You sound great." They talk about their weekend, using easy words. "I saw a movie," Lena says. "Was it good?" "Yes." Funny and sweet. Their conversation flows. They understand each other. No big words. No long grammar. Just clear, simple English. And it works. Midday. A tourist needs help later. Lena walks to her job at a small bookstore. On the way, she sees an older man looking confused. He has a map. He's turning it upside down. She walks over gently. "Hello," she says. "Do you need help?" The man looks relieved. "Yes, thank you. I'm looking for the train station." Lena nods. "It's close. Go straight. Then turn left. You will see a big blue sign." The man smiles. "Thank you. Your English is perfect." Lena blushes. "Thank you. I try to speak clearly." He says, "It's not about big words. You helped me. That is smart English." She waves goodbye. Her heart feels full. Afternoon. At the bookstore at work, Lena helps customers find books. She uses short questions and kind answers. "Can I help you?" "Yes. I want a book for my child." "How old is your child?" "She is 6. "Okay. This one is easy and fun." Another customer asks, "Do you have this in English?" Lena says, "Yes, we do. Follow me." She doesn't use long words, but her meaning is always clear. People understand her. People trust her. Her boss watches her from the counter and smiles. "You're very good with people," he says. "They feel safe with you." Lena thanks him. She remembers what her teacher once said. "You sound smart not because you use big words, but because people listen to you." Evening. A look back after work. Lena takes a walk by the river. She thinks about her day. She didn't use any fancy grammar. She didn't try to sound like a textbook. But she had full conversations. She helped a tourist. She made customers smile. She made her boss proud. She takes out her notebook and writes, I helped someone today. I spoke with kindness. They understood me. I feel proud. These are not just words. These are victories. Spike moment. Your English is perfect. Let's go back to that moment with the tourist, the man with the map. That short conversation meant so much. Not just for him, but for Lena. He smiled and said, Your English is perfect. He didn't mean perfect grammar. He didn't mean big words. He meant that her English worked. It was real. It was human. This is the spike moment, when everything we've learned comes together. It shows us what truly matters. Real English is not textbook English. Real English is life. It's helping a stranger. It's talking to a friend. It's asking a question at work. It's sharing a dream with someone. Real English does not have to be fancy. It just needs to be clear. It needs to be kind. It needs to be you. Message to viewers if you're watching this and thinking, can I do this too? The answer is yes. You don't need 10,000 words. You don't need perfect grammar. You need the courage to use what you already know. You need trust in your voice. Like Lena, your English can be simple and still be strong. Practice time. Your turn now. Let's practice like Lena. Write in the comments. Today I helped. I spoke with. I felt. My English is. Don't worry about mistakes. Just be real. That's what real English is. Final thought, your journey is not about being perfect. It's about being understood. It's about being yourself. And when you speak with heart, people will listen. Simple English is not small. It is smart. It is strong. It is enough. Just like you. Chapter 7. Tools that help you speak simply and well. Another morning begins in the classroom. The students are chatting softly, their notebooks open, hearts open. They are ready for something new. A lesson not just in words, but in tools. Real tools to help them live with English every day. The teacher enters with a smile and says, Good morning. Today, I want to show you something special. You have learned so much already. You know how to use simple words. You know how to speak clearly. But you do not have to do this alone. You can use tools. Tools that help you learn, practice, and grow. The students look curious. The teacher writes on the board, Simple Dictionary, Easy English, News, Slow Audio App, YouTube channels. Then she explains each tool carefully, using easy English. 1. Simple Dictionary. First, a simple English dictionary, she says. Not long definitions. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Easy to read. You can use it on your phone or computer. She shows them a website on her laptop, simpleoxfordlearner.com, for example. She chooses the word help and reads help to make it easier for someone to do something. No hard grammar. No confusing words. Just clear meaning. She says, use this whenever you see a new word. Not a big dictionary. A simple dictionary. 1 sentence. 1 picture sometimes. It helps you learn fast. 2. Easy English News. Next, she writes, Easy English News. She explains, news can help you understand real English, stories from the world. But normal news can be too hard. So try news websites made for learners. They use simple words and short sentences. She shows them a site called breakingnewsenglishlearner.com, for example. She clicks on a story. Cat helps save family during storm. The story is 2 short paragraphs. The sentences are easy. The words are common. The students nod. She says, read 1 or 2 stories every week. Then try to talk about them. I read a story. The cat helped the family. It's good practice. 3. Slow audio app. Then she writes, slow audio app. She explains, listening is hard when people speak fast, but many apps let you listen slowly. You can slow down normal speech to half speed. You can hear every word. She shows them Slow Audio English app, for example, on her phone. She plays a sentence. I like to read books. The app plays it slowly and clearly. She rewinds and plays again. She says, listen 5 or 10 minutes every day. Slow speed. Easy to understand. It helps your ears train. 4. YouTube channels with slow English. Finally, she writes, YouTube with slow English. She says, YouTube is great, but find channels where people speak slowly, clearly. They use simple words. No long grammar. Just real English. She shows Easy English TV or Slow Speak English channels. She plays a clip. A teacher says slowly, today we talk about food. What do you eat? I eat rice, fruit, and bread. The students listen. They smile. They understand. She says, choose one channel. Watch one video a week. First with subtitles. Then again without. Then speak with the video. Shadow it. This helps all your skills. Listening, speaking, pronunciation. The students begin to feel excited. They understand these tools can help them every day, even outside the classroom. The teacher then shares a moment she calls the spike moment. Simple tools for simple English. Simple English for a smart life. She repeats it twice as the students listen. Simple tools, she says, to help your simple speech. Simple speech to build your smart life. Next, the class has an exercise. She asks each student to find one tool and talk about how they will use it. Maria, who loves cooking, says, I will use Easy News. I will read a story about food and then speak to my mother. Ollie, who wants to work in an office, says, I will use Slow Audio. I will listen to business sentences every day. Sophia smiles and says, I will watch one slow English video every week. I will shadow the speaker. Then Amina, with her notebook, raises her hand. She says, Teacher, I found a book. It's a short story written in simple English. The words are easy. The sentences are small. I can read. The teacher asks, Can you read one sentence? Amina reads, The sun rises and the world smiles. The class is quiet. They feel something. They feel hope. What does it mean? The teacher asks. It means good morning. It means a new day. Amina smiles. Excellent, says the teacher. You understand the story. That is powerful. Amina looks at the book and says, I understand this. I can read a book now. It is a quiet celebration. She can read an entire story. She can enjoy it. She can learn from it. It's real progress. Now, viewers watching feel the same excitement. You too can find these tools. Simple English Dictionary, to learn words fast. Easy news sites, to understand real stories. Slow audio apps, to train your ears. YouTube channels with slow English, to hear real people speak. And simple books, short stories made for learners. These tools are free or low cost. You can use them easily. You can practice every day. You do not have to study long grammar hours. You do not have to memorize hundreds of words. You have tools to support you, step by step. Practice challenge, choose one tool today. Listen for 5 minutes. Read one short story. Watch one video slowly. Then use one simple sentence to tell us in the comments. Today I read/watch/listened to using I feel simple tools, simple actions, forward movement. Final words in this chapter. You are not alone. You have tools. Tools that help your simple English grow into smart English. Step by step. day by day. Remember, simple tools for simple English. Simple English for a smart life. Chapter 8. You already sound smart. Just speak. The classroom is quiet. The light outside is soft. It is the last day of the course. The students sit in a circle. No books. No whiteboard. Just people. The teacher smiles gently and says, "Today, we do not study new words. We do not practice grammar. Today we look back and we speak." The students look around at each other. Some smile. Some hold their notebooks. Others hold their hearts. The teacher continues, "You may think my English is not perfect, but let me tell you something powerful. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need big words. You already sound smart. Why? Because every time you speak with kindness, with meaning, with courage, you speak smart English." The students are quiet, not because they are shy, but because they are listening deeply. A look back, the teacher invites them to talk about how they felt when they started. Maria goes first. She says, "Before, I was afraid. I thought my words were too small. I thought people would laugh. But now, I speak. My words are still simple, but people understand me. They listen. That makes me feel strong." Jean adds, "At the start, I always translated in my head. It made me slow. It made me tired. Now I think in English. Not always fast, but clear. That is enough." Zara, the quietest in class, says softly, "I used to say nothing. I waited for perfect words. But perfect never came. So I stayed quiet. Now I know good enough is good. And I speak." The room feels warm. These are not just students. These are speakers. People finding their voice. The speech, the teacher says, "We have heard many voices this month. But there is one voice we all remember. Do you remember Lena?" The students nod. Of course, they remember. Lena stands up. She was the one from chapter 1. The girl from the small town. The one who said little, but said it clearly. She holds a small paper in her hand. She takes a breath. Then she speaks. "My name is Lena. I come from a small place. I learned English here. My words are small, but my dreams are big. I speak to my friends. I speak at work. I help people. And now, I speak to you. I speak simple English. But I speak to the world. I am not afraid. I sound smart." The class claps. Some clap softly. Some clap loud. A few wipe their eyes. The teacher says gently, "Yes, Lena, you do sound smart. And you all do. Why? Because you speak with heart, with meaning, with purpose. Why you already sound smart." The teacher turns to the camera. She speaks to the viewers now, to you. You may think your English is not enough. But listen, if you can say hello, how are you, with care, that is smart. If you can say, "I like music," and mean it, that is smart. If you can say, "I need help," or "thank you," or "I am proud," that is smart. You already speak smart English. You just don't see it yet. She smiles. Do not wait for perfect grammar. Speak now. Speak clearly. Speak kindly. That is what smart people do. And you are smart. You have come so far. And your journey is just beginning. A final activity, then the teacher gives one last challenge. Take a paper. Or open your phone. Finish this sentence. My English is simple, but it is. Write it. Say it. Share it. The students write. The viewers are invited to write too, in the comments, in a notebook, or to a friend. Some answers. My English is simple, but it is strong. My English is simple, but it helps me connect. My English is simple, but it is me. My English is simple, but I speak with heart. The final words, the teacher walks around the class. She looks at each student. You are not weak. You are not behind. You are brave. You are learning. You are growing. And you already sound smart. She turns to the camera again. So to you, watching this, please remember, you do not need to wait. You do not need to be perfect. You are ready. Your words matter. Speak with them. Speak often. Speak with heart. The screen fades to black. But one sentence appears. Simple English is smart English when it comes from you. Now it's your turn. Finish this sentence. My English is simple, but type it in the comments. Say it out loud. Share it with the world. You already sound smart. Just speak. Did you enjoy this video? Did you learn something new today? If you feel even a little more confident in your English, please take a moment to write one simple sentence in the comments below. I really want to hear your voice and see how you are growing. Remember, every small sentence you speak or write is a big step forward. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, please share it with a friend who is learning English too, because simple English is smart English, and everyone can do it. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I'm proud of you. See you in the next video.